everyone, today's tutorial is going to be a little bit different to my usual videos. It's going to involve knitting, and I know I'm probably going to get loads of ageist comments on this video, but I think knitting has come back into fashion. I think it's quite trendy now, but that's just me. Basically I wanted to show you a technique in knitting which is so easy and it makes such a cool pattern, and it's basically making this pattern which I think looks lovely in either a scarf or a jumper, and I just thought I'd show you how to do this because it's so easy. In fact, the very first scarf I ever knitted, I had knitted before as a kid, but I had completely forgotten how to do it. But the first thing I knitted in adulthood, I used this pattern, so it's so easy to follow because the only stitch you need to really know is the plain old classic knit stitch. So I just thought, in case any of you haven't ever knitted before, I'll just quickly go through the basics of knitting. Now for this particular scarf I'm making, I'm using 7.5 needles, or 7.5 needles. Basically, the higher the number on the needle, the thicker the needles are going to be. Now, your yarn, or your wool, comes in different thicknesses. This one is what I'm using now is a chunky, although I don't think it is a true chunky. It's quite fine for a chunky, this one. Basically you have 4-ply, which is very fine, double knit, which is what I would recommend using on this, and I think this is, I'm sure this is double knit, but it says it's chunky, but I'm sure this is double knit. You have chunky and you have super chunky. So with this pattern I would recommend using 7.5 and a double knit or a chunky wool. Now to begin any knitting you need to cast on, which is basically when you have the loops go across the knitting needle. Now with this particular pattern you're going to need 36 loops across. So I'm just going to show you quickly on a random piece of wool how to cast on. So you want to make a line a length of wool which will cover 36 loops, so about that much. You're going to take a needle to begin with. You're just going to tie, get close, a loose knot. Like that. Okay, so you've got your loop just there, and on your right side that bit of yarn there should be attached to the ball, and this one should be the extra bit. So what you want to do is, in your right hand, take it, you want to wrap it round your thumb like that, and then you want to take the needle, thread it in like that, and then with the yarn bit of wool you want to wrap it once round like that. So if I do that again, take the yarn, wrap it once around your thumb, thread through the hole like that, then take the yarn wool round like that, and then with your thumb slide over and pull. So that's your second loop. So do it one more time. So wrap it round your thumb, thread through, take the yarn over, it's your third loop. Okay, so you've got those 3 there, and you want to do that 36 times. Okay, so you want to make 36 loops across your needle. I've done 10 just because I'm going to show you, basically those of you who don't know how to do the simple knit stitch, because I'm going to quickly show you. So I've just done 10 simple loops just to show you the simple knit stitch. So So basically, the extra bit of yarn that you don't need, just scrunch into a ball and tie it up so it's out of the way. Okay, that bit's done with, so you don't need to bother with that anymore. So you take your empty needle, and then the first stitch you want to come up from the front and go up like that. So that's I'm doing that from the back actually, so if I get round. So you start there, and you take it up like that, and then with your bit of wool, you wrap it once round, and then come down, and then pull off. I'll show you from the front, okay? Going up, round, down, up, pull off. Okay? That's all you need to do. So just do it one more time. So come up from the front, up, round, down, up. That's all you need to do. That's a simple knit stitch. Okay, now I've already started on this scarf. Basically, to start off, I would knit 4 rows. So do 4 lines of that simple knit stitch I showed you. Okay, and this is how to do the pattern. What we're going to do is knit 6 in. Okay? So you knit 6 in, okay? And then what we're going to do is take the yarn, wrap it round once, and then we're going to knit 1. Then we're going to wrap it round twice, and then we're going to knit 1. Then we're going to wrap it round 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to knit 1. Then we're going to go down, so we're going to wrap it round twice, and then knit 1, and then wrap it round once, knit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then repeat the process. So wrap it round once, knit 1, twice, knit 1, 3 times, knit 1, twice, knit 1, and once, and then knit 6 again. So just basically repeat that pattern. So knit 6 and do one loop, 2 loop, V loop, 2 loop, 1 loop, and then 6 more stitches. So carry on that same pattern till the very end of your needle. So you've repeated that pattern, so done the 6 stitches, then do the loopy things, 6 stitches, then do the loopy things. You should end, if you started with 6 stitches, then you should end on 6 stitches out. So you get this sort of loads of loops basically. So we're going to go knit back in, and basically all you're going to do is just do normal stitches in. So because we ended on 6 stitches, we're going to begin with 6 stitches. So starting on this 6 normal stitches, and then you'll get to your wrapped up loop, and all you're going to do in these loops is just drop them. So that's 1 loop dropped, knit 1, then you're going to drop 2 loops, so 1, 2, and knit 1, then you're going to drop 3, 1, 2, 3, then you're going to knit 1. Then you've got 2, 1, 2, knit 1. Now this will feel weird because the tension on the wool will get much less in this part, so you just have to keep your, don't be scared, it will feel really loose. And then just drop 1 and then knit 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then repeat the process. So drop 1 loop, knit 1, 2 loops, 1, 2, knit 1, 3 loops, 1, 2, 3, knit 1, 2 loops, knit 1, and then 1 loop, knit 1, and keep repeating until you get to the end. So once you get, so you've knit across right to the end, and as you can see, where you've dropped the stitches, it's sort of done that wave like that. Can you see that? Okay, now all you're going to do now is just knit 2 plain rows. So just do normal knit stitch across once and again. So I'm just going to quickly do that. Okay, so I've just knitted 2 simple rows of simple stitch. And then what we're going to do, because there's only 2 patterns you need to remember, it's actually the same pattern, it's just you do it slightly differently each time. So this time, if you remember, we started originally with doing 6 in and then did all the loopy bits. We're going to begin with doing the loop bits. Okay, so we're going to knit 1, get the first stitch on, and then do the loopy bits. So wrap once, knit 1, do wrap twice, knit 1, wrap 3 times, knit 1, wrap twice, knit 1, and wrap once, and then knit 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then repeat the process. So wrap 1, knit 1, wrap 2, knit 1, wrap 3, knit 1, so etc, etc. And sorry, excuse the car. And then this time you should end on do loopy bits. So you should have loopies, stitches, loopies, loopy stitches. So you should end this time on the loopies, and then go back again and basically just repeat the process, and then just do that and over again, and eventually you'll get a scarf with this. It doesn't have to be a scarf; it can be anything. What I think like a nice jumper, and I think it's just so simple. And it looks really really effective and quite quirky pattern. So yeah, that's the reason why I just thought I would show you this, whether it be for yourself or for a friend. And it's really quick and simple to do. I mean, I did that last night, so you can. It'll probably take you a couple of weeks, or maybe even a week to do. So yeah, that's it. I really hope this has been helpful. But I explained it well to you because I'm not the best knitter in the world. You can probably tell. So yeah, I hope this has been helpful for you, and I hope you're all well, and I will see you all soon. Bye everyone.